I'm Chris Gardner of the Houston Round Ball Review, and joining me, taking time out of her busy schedule, is Lauren Sampson. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you again for
Of
speaking with
course.
me. I always do appreciate you taking time to talk to me. It's about that time of year. We know we'll get into fans are hyped about the schedule being announced for Big 12. But one of the things I want to talk to you about is the annual basketball tip off dinner function event. How would you describe it?
Sold out.
That's great.
That's great. It's sold out. But yeah, it's our annual tip-off dinner. I was looking at pictures the other day from Hollis and Quantis when they were players at Oklahoma at our tip-off dinner at Oklahoma. It's a tradition we've been doing since we were at Washington State. And it's such a nice way to kind of celebrate the beginning of the jersey. So we're getting ready to be off on the races.
And what's the date for? It's sold out, but when is it, and where is it going to take place, and all of that great stuff?
It's on November 1st at the UH Hilton. They do such a great job of hosting us every year, and we are honoring Louis Dunbar this year.
Oh, sweet Lou Dunbar.
Sweet
Okay.
Lou.
When did you begin planning for this one? Like in end of last year's one?
Yeah. June is when we really start getting into who we're going to honor, looking at dates, and how we're going to schedule it out. So June is kind of when I start.
And when do you exhale?
I haven't. I'm going on 9 years. I have not.
All right. How many people will attend the event?
39 tables with each table's 10. So 390. Usually we can squeeze in 400.
Excellent. And will the team dress to the nines?
Always. They always come in. This is the one time we really let them, you do you. So
Oh,
from a
okay.
styles perspective, we're letting them showcase their own personal style.
With any restrictions?
No.
Okay, I got to see some pictures of this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Now they also know Coach Sampson will be in attendance, so I feel like that puts kind of a restriction. But no, I really, these guys have great taste. They have good judgment, so we let them be them.
And for those who aren't able to attend, what happens at these tip-off dinners?
One, it's just a nice opportunity for fans to kind of meet the kids on a more personal level and talk to the coaches. It's an opportunity for us as a staff to say thank you. This program really has come from the bottom up, and it gives us an opportunity to shake hands and just kind of be thankful for everyone who's been on the journey with us. And then it gives us an opportunity always to pick someone from the history of the program and just kind of shine a spotlight on them and really their era. So it's going to be fun to be with Sweet Lou. And then when Coach Sampson gets up there, it turns into a roast. It's the best way I can say it. It just turns into a roast. Everyone from donors to players, not to make too much eye contact, because if he gets you in his eye line, he's letting it rip. So I usually get up and walk to like the side of the stage during that part of the evening.
That should be the most fun, though. He won't take any shots at you, though, I'm sure.
Oh, no one is off limits.
Oh.
No, no one's off limits. It's really fun.
Excellent. You touched on it briefly. The program really has gone from the bottom up. Do you take pride in being a part of making the program nationally relevant once again?
I think I take a lot of pride in just being along the journey, and I love having, we laugh a little bit internally that we now are the program that has the perspective. We're the old staff now. For a long time we were the new ones, and now I feel like we're the old ones. But I remember walking down that tunnel before games and being like, oh good, there's 5 people here, and recognizing faces. And I think some of the benefits of being, it was a brick by brick situation for us, is that we got to know people better. Instead of just kind of being successful out of the gate, you are already isolated because it's so quick. Whereas for us, I remember my first year here, which was coach's second year here, but I was the tough recruit. I didn't come till the second year. And I would be on the headset during games, kind of managing the game. And
I
during
remember that.
timeout,
Yeah.
remember, and during timeouts, I'd go and run into the student section and introduce myself to the three that were there. And I would be like, well, you heard about the game. How did you guys hear about it? Can you tell your friends next time? But I was able to really build relationships with those kids of that era. And I still have relationships with the students of that era that I personally invite them to as much as I can of our stuff, because I do feel like the best programs are the ones that are based on relationships and not gimmicks. And we've been really, really focused on the relationship building.
Big 12, Houston is now officially a member of the Big 12. You and family are returning to the Big 12. So what are your thoughts on going back to the Big 12?
I did. I grew up in the Big 12 from 7th grade through college graduation. We were part of the Big 12. I'm really excited. The Big 12 basketball tournament is by far my favorite tournament that we've ever been a part of. And I've been, Pac-12, Big 10, American. When I was the Associate AD of Marketing at the College of Charleston, I was part of the SoCon tournament, and the Big 12 always did it the best, I felt like. Those fan bases are intense and are passionate, and so it's really fun to be a part and mix it up with those fan bases. I'm excited about the arenas we're going to go into. I loved the American. I really did. We built relationships in all of the venues in the American. And so I'm excited to go into the Big 12. There's going to be a lot of familiar faces, a lot of familiar arenas. There's some new ones that will be fun to go to for the first time. But I'm excited for our fan base.
Big 12 tournament is an event. It has been an event. But now that Commissioner Brett Yormark is in charge, he's even making it more of an event. So are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I will say that when you're kind of within the program, we see things so isolated. So there's going to be a lot of things that the fans get to experience at the Big 12 that we won't. So I'm excited to see everyone's pictures. Please post. But I love that he is inventive, and I like that he gets out there and he thinks outside the box, and he really promotes our conference, and it's in such a strong place right now, and it will continue to after this year as well. And I'm excited. Again, I just am really excited for our fan base.
Did you have any involvement in the Hoops and Hounds?
That's my pet. That's my little pet project. It's really selfish. I wanted to play with dogs is how it started. I was looking to adopt another a dog. We always rescue ours. And so a lot of programs do the get to know you videos. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think those look like hostage videos. So I was just trying to think of ways to make our kids more relaxed, make it kind of a fun day. And then selfishly, I wanted to play with puppies. So I contacted Bark, and it's the city of Houston's animal shelter. And they were more than happy to kind of let me kind of play ball with this. So they bring these puppies to here. And then it's a great way for fans to get to know our players a little bit better, and they're really comfortable, and we kind of mix it up a little bit, but it's also a great opportunity to showcase that these dogs are adoptable.
You did a great job. I saw them on the Instagram account for the team. Am I right that Damian Dunn is or was afraid of dogs?
Petrified. There was a pep talk that had to happen.
Well, the pep talk worked because he did a good job.
He did a great. I was like, they're puppies. And they were bigger this year than they were last year. So when they walked in the door with these dogs, Miss Lauren, these are bigger. These are not puppies. I was like, no, they're puppies. But I mean, they were precious, and I hope they all get adopted. If I could have a dog that size, I would have adopted them.
Does anyone help you putting together the social media accounts, the work on the post editing, all those good things, production?
Yeah. So Luke Butler is our new Content creator. He a graduate of UH. He just graduated in May of this year. He was on Rob Sandoval, who had done our content for the last 4 seasons, just left, but Luke was on his team as a student, and so we just kind of brought him in. The big tryout for him was he got to come to Australia with us.
Okay.
But yeah, so we have Luke. I have a graphic designer I work with, and then Jeff and I. So it's a 4-man team.
Jeff Conrad was involved with that too. Wow.
He helps. We all kind of run our own accounts. We collaborate a lot, but it's a group effort.
I've known Jeff a long, long time, so he knows I'm going to give him grief because he and I are about the same age. So to see him evolve with technology is a good thing too, because I have to as well.
We all have to.
You do.
I've had to teach myself Photoshop, so you have to.
And I think Luke has helped out on the Guy V. Lewis Award video slide presentations. I want to say that name rings a bell.
He's great. He's doing a great job. He's a native Carolinian, so we come from similar areas.
Well, I won't hold it against you or him, but that's okay. Social media, what plans do you have for this first year being in the Big 12 for men's basketball?
We have kind of philosophy with our social media. I don't love snarky. It's not something. I think you show and you try to bring fans behind the scenes as much as possible. And that really is the formula, is how much we want to show these kids at practice. We want to show you them pregame, and we're going to show you them after the game.
Is it possible, I don't know how this works, for what you do to also be shown on the Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus platform?
So there is an internal group that works with ESPN Plus and Big 12 Now that will do some of the things. It comes down to availability from us.
Excellent. Lauren Sampson. And remind folks who don't know or who've never seen you before, which I don't know how that's possible. You follow men's basketball at UH.
Deep background. That's what the players always say.
What is your official title with UH men's basketball?
I'm the Director of Operations External. So anything you see of Houston basketball comes through me in some sort of way.
Thank you again, Lauren. And now that practice is really, really around the corner.
Ooh, we're here.
I will see you probably a lot more.
Yeah. You'll kind of see me in the background. I like to stay in the background.
Lauren, thank you, as always, for taking time to talk to me. I really do
No
appreciate
problem.
it. You take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.